Liberty House was a department store and specialty store chain from 1849 until 2001. Welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you get notified of my latest video. Please make sure you hit that like button and leave a suggestion or a comment. You might see that in a future video. Thanks for watching, and now back to our regular scheduled program.
Our Italian adventure at the
Enhance your table with sterling silver from Liberty House. Save on over 100 active patterns by 8 leading manufacturers in 4-piece place settings or selected open stock pieces. The Sterling Silver Sale at Liberty House.
Liberty House can trace its roots back to 1849, when German trader Heinrich Hackfeld and his partner J.C. Pfluger opened Hackfeld's Dry Goods on October 1st, 1849 on Queen Street in Honolulu, Hawaii. In 1850, he formed a short-lived partnership with Lyman Swan and Ornan Clifford, who owned a retail store on the corner of 4th Street and Broadway. This venture provided Hackfeld with an experience that he put to use in 1852 when he opened a new branch store for a retail trade on 4th Street. Later, in April of 1862, the store was acquired by Hackfeld's nephew, Bernard Ehlers, and became B.F. Ehlers and Company. Hackfeld continued to maintain an interest in the store while he concentrated on his trading, shipping, and real estate interests. In 1881, Paul Eisenberg became half-partner in the business. In 1898, the Hackfeld and Eisenberg family interests in Hawaii were officially reorganized as H. Hackfeld and Company. In July of 1918, soon after the United States became involved in World War I, the American Alien Property Custodian confiscated H. Hackfeld and Company on the grounds that it was owned by enemy aliens. All of the company's assets were taken over by a group of competitors, including Castle and Cook, Alexander and Baldwin, and C. Brewer. The company was incorporated, and its name was changed to American Factors. A factor is a commissioned agent, and its chain of B.F. Ehlers retailing outlets was renamed Liberty House. So why Liberty House? The stores are renamed the more patriotic The Liberty House to clarify American ownership. The new name was selected in a contest, with the winner receiving a $50 prize, or roughly $905 in today's value. That same year, a third floor is added to the Liberty House 4th Street store for $143,000. In 1924, May's Market, a grocery store, is acquired and renamed Liberty House May's Market. In 1937, the Liberty House opens a second store in Waikiki. In 1946, a Liberty House opens in Kailua. In 1947, the Liberty House takes ownership of Waikiki Drug Company in Honolulu, Hawaii. In 1957, "the" is dropped from the company name, making it simply Liberty House. In 1966, the flagship store opened at the Ala Moana Center. The next year, American Factors shortens their name to AmFac, Inc. In 1969, Liberty House expanded onto the mainland with AmFac's purchase of the Rhodes Western Department Stores, a longtime consolidator of department stores. The former Rhodes stores were renamed Liberty House between 1971 and 1974. The mainland operation eventually included stores in Arizona, California, Nevada, Oregon, Texas, New Mexico, and Washington. This expansion culminated with the construction of a new San Francisco flagship store in 1974 at Stockton and O'Farrell Streets. Poor results and a scattered footprint caused the rethinking of future investment, and in 1978, Liberty House began winding down the mainland stores, with the remaining 10 being sold in 1984. In 1988, AmFac was acquired in a leveraged buyout by JMB Realty Corp., a Chicago real estate investment company under whose ownership Liberty House expanded to Micronesia Mall in Guam in 1994. On March 19, 1998, Liberty House declares bankruptcy, listing assets of $284 million and liabilities to $248 million. It is the largest bankruptcy in Hawaiian history. In May of 1999, the IRS files a $138 million tax claim against JMB affiliate Northbrook Corp. Northbrook filed consolidated tax returns for a group of subsidiaries, including Liberty House. On March 1, 2001, Liberty House emerges from the most expensive bankruptcy case ever in Hawaii after 3 years of litigation and bitter fighting among creditors and owner JMB. It is now owned by Oak Tree Capital Management, LLC, and DDJ Capital Management, LLC. JMB gets a $13.6 million payout. Over the course of its restructuring, Liberty House closed more than 20 outlets and cut 1,300 jobs. On June 19, 2001, Federated Department Stores Inc. announced it would buy Liberty House for an undisclosed price and change the stores to Macy's. Macy's currently maintains a common law trademark by using the libertyhouse.com domain, which forwards to the Macy's website. At its peak, there were 45 to 50 Liberty House stores and around 4,200 employees. So what happened? The company lost touch with Hawaiian consumers when it went after Eastern tourists in the early 1990s and fell upon the Asian financial crisis of 1997. Hey, if you just watched my video, thanks for watching. Hit that like button and please subscribe to Eric C. Productions.